Hello everyone. This is another video, vinyl find video I'm making. And I haven't found too much lately, but what I've got here I'm going to show you. Got about 8 albums altogether. And I was very happy to find this one. This is the Trogs, and of course, you know, they had the big hit Wild Thing. And this song is on there. And great garage band rock from the 60s. And what's so cool about this is in mono. The bad thing is the cover, the sides have split very badly, but the cover's still good. And the Trogs were the hottest new English pop band on the American scene since the early days of the British invasion. Their record of Wild Thing jumped to the top of the American charts within a few weeks after release and established the group as a national favorite. I want, you know, a little bit of liner notes there. And it's in mono, Otto Records, 1841, Broadway, New York, New York. So this is very cool to have. The second piece of vinyl, actually I picked this up at a place called Skinny's in Norfolk, and I actually paid some money for it because I picked it up in a record store. But everyone remembers Ricky Nelson, who, if you're old enough, the teenage idol from the 60s or late 50s, and had a number of fantastic records and a really good recording career. And this is like a compilation of his best recordings. My brother had this album a long time ago. I don't know if he still has it, but I picked it up for about $8. It's a 2-record set, and it's on the Universal label. And you open it up, the cover's in great shape, and it has that Andy Warhol, you know, look there, you know, type of artwork. And you open it up, and it has a booklet about his career, his recording career, about the songs, and his career in movies and TV. So this is really cool. You can see all that in pictures. How am I doing, Chris? There we go. And the albums are in great condition, and they're on the old United Artists label. And this collection seems to be in 2 separate areas: his really teenage rockabilly stuff, and the teenage slow ballads. So very happy to pick this up. Ricky Nelson, I always consider it kind of the thinking man's teenage idol. So very happy to pick this up. Johnny Rivers. As you know, Johnny Rivers was very big in the 60s and had a number of hits and a couple of live albums called Whiskey at the Go-Go, and this was like a follow-up, Here We Go, Go Again, Whiskey at a Go-Go. I picked this up yesterday at a garage sale for $1. The covers, the edges are kind of in a rough shape, but it's in good displaying condition. I love the artwork. The vinyl's in so-and-so condition, but I played it yesterday, and it's playable. This is in mono also, so which is cool. I really like mono, and the inner sleeve has all the entire advertisement for the artists on the Imperial label. So what I liked about the Go-Go albums is the audience participation. When you listen to it, you know, you have, you know, girls clapping and, you know, screaming and all that, and it really adds to the atmosphere. Van Morrison. This album is called Van Morrison, his band and the street choir. Picked this up a couple of weeks ago, and it had the hits Domino and Blue Money. And I'm not as familiar with Van Morrison's material as I should be, except for his hits. So I'm looking forward to playing this through. And it has all the pictures and everything. And I know this is an old album because Warner Brothers Records, it doesn't have the warning about copyright, copying. That came a little bit later. So this is the album cover's in good shape, a little rough around the edges there, but it has the pictures and everything. So looking forward to playing that. Harry Belafonte. I picked this album up many years ago. This is his famous Live at Carnegie Hall album, and this is in great condition, and the vinyl's in great condition. So he did a follow-up album. This was 1959. He did a follow-up album about a year and a half later, and I've been looking for it, and I found it. Belafonte Returns to Carnegie Hall. This one, the cover's in rougher shape, and it has ring wear around here. And the stupid thrift store, they take the grease pencil and make a mark there for inventory purposes. I've been telling them don't do that because a lot of people buy the album for the cover, but they don't listen. Oh, it's for, they're like robots. The vinyl's in decent shape. It's not as good as the first one, but I'm happy to have it. A guy had a couple crates in front of his house, and he was selling albums. And I looked through there, and I picked up this one, the Rolling Stones Black and Blue, their 1975 release, or 76. I'm getting old, my memory. I like this album a lot. It got lukewarm reviews, but it was very successful. And my copy has really been around the block, vinyl-wise, but the vinyl to this one is in much better shape. So happy to have that. Al Green, Call Me. This is a European pressing because it has a high gloss and the cover thinner. And this is one of his most acclaimed albums, and the vinyl's in great condition. How are we doing on time, Chris? Let me check my 8 timer. Okay, 6 minutes left. In music, there's like a roots retro movement going on of new artists who create new music and new songs and all that, but they do it in the old retro style or an old school feel. And this is one of them, Black Joe Lewis. This is his first album, and the Honeybees. They play a kind of a rhythm and blues, soul, James Brown style. They have a lot of attitude and just a lot of, grunt to their music. And I picked up their first album recently on the Lost Highway Records, and I highly recommend them. And just go and search them on YouTube and listen to some of their music. So they just released their second album, and I want to get that. With the time remaining, since I didn't find a lot of vinyl, I'll show you these recordings I picked up some time ago, many years ago. And anybody who's a jazz fan knows Charlie Parker, and this is on the BYG label. And I really have to explore the history behind these recordings. It does have information here. The vinyl's in good shape. So you have like the tracks, take 1, take 2, take 3 of these tracks. So they're pretty neat, and I'm going to transfer a lot of them onto vinyl. Record made in France. So this is like a series, a Jazz Master series. So they're very cool to have. And something similar, Charlie Christian, who was a pioneer's jazz guitarist. He kind of introduced jazz guitar, or one of the pioneers of jazz guitar, into the jazz world. But he lived a very short life, but he's very renowned, and this is an early recording. So that's all I have for now, and I want to thank everyone for viewing. That's it for now, except for a word from our sponsor. Degree deodorant stick. Use it every day and you won't stink. Bye-bye.